Bridge Field has better than 18,000 for by Kia. How does Tyrese's team bounce back as game 4? Garland, we saw him labor a little bit at times. Obviously, physically isn't where he wants to be, but trying to strap it on for his team. The early turnover. Halliburton throws the first punch.
And you talked about Garland, and you could see the foot affect him even on that possession there. He just does not have his legs under him. Oftentimes it's confidence because you don't want to push off.
Max Strus has been magnificent. Back-to-back 20-point games. Those three players had them in a position to win. GA, that chess match that has been fascinating with Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, absolutely, and they still are somewhat reeling from the effects of that game. But I tell you, I like what I've seen from the Pacers early in terms of their aggression and how they are attacking the basketball.
Neesmith.
And that's what we didn't see, Sparrow, in game 3. They were the ones taking the punch, not delivering.
Evan Mobley dramatically improved as a three-point shooter in what was his best season. Then the steal. Mitchell lays it up, and he's going to with him before the game tonight. Defensive rebounding, the most important aspect of this game for the Pacers.
Was the case for the Cavs.
So that last back-to-back 40-point games joins LeBron as the only Cavalier ever to do that in back-to-back postseason games.
And this has been a dilemma right here. This 3-2 zone with Mobley at the head of it because of that right there. His ability to cover ground, but it doesn't affect Nembhard there on the triple.
So Nembhard and Neesmith, who both struggled in game 3, each burying their first triple tonight. And another Cleveland turnover. Here comes Nembhard underneath. Siakam.
Their identity right now showing itself. They're the first to hit. They're getting on the defensive glass, and they are playing faster, getting the ball up early in transition. Also, Garland off the ball a little bit now since that injury.
Offensive rebound, Allen, the kick, Mobley. Well short. Loose ball, Siakam, and Indy looking to push at every opportunity. Siakam, high post, Strus, beautiful drop step, and it's all.
Is taking one from the team. He missed 4 games, as you know, with a sprained toe. Garland told me that they fixed up his sneaker to prevent the toe from being able to bend, which doesn't allow him to get up on his toes, but does at times ease the pain. Garland won't make excuses as he plays through the swelling and pain, not to mention getting out back on the court nearly 2 weeks of action missed. Mitchell saying that his backcourt mate out there fighting, gutting it out. He's got a lot of respect for him, guys, but we can see already that having him with Mobley and Hunter back out there makes life a lot easier for Donovan Mitchell.
As Miles Turner misses at the elbow, they had hit 5 straight shots. Just having that ball handler to alleviate some of that pressure from Donovan Mitchell's shoulders, GA has already got so much of the scoring burden.
And this is an example. When you get Garland back now, it gets him off the ball for several possessions, allows him to maybe be the beneficiary of some of the offense.
Where Allen was beautifully set up by Strus, but he couldn't hit, so the Cavs have missed 5 of their first 6 shots. Just trying to navigate some of these early choppy waters as they play in a 7-point hole. Siakam on the wing, lobs it for Turner, low left. Turner working against Strus, the
shot, and it created an offensive rebound opportunity there as Turner was able to clean that up.
Nice straight for the Pacers. They've hit 6 of their first 8. Garland setting the table. Well, picks up his second personal, so he sits just past the 8-minute mark. Summoned early in this game by Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, and they really haven't completely unleashed Siakam in this series yet. You saw against that zone and those runouts, he was able to get some deep post position as Halliburton unable to convert on the triple.
So Halliburton, who took only 8 shots the other night, already has 2 attempts. Mitchell quickly to the box, turns and fades, missed it short. And Nembhard doing just enough with his defense. Boy, how good Nembhard has been at that end of the floor all season for Indiana. Miles Turner is going to reset Neesmith. Brad wanted a foul against Garland, which would have been his second. Turner, Toppin coming back door.
Weak side finish, and those are the plays we didn't see in game one. He was not nearly as aggressive as he's come out here to start.
First bench points of the night for the Pacers. They had 50 bench points in game 3, their most in any game this season. Bad pass. And
At that nail or at the elbow there, the free throw line, you know where your guys are going to be as an offensive player.
Here comes Halliburton, goes left hand, the tap attempt by Miles Turner, and now the Cavs looking to push. Garland in the open floor, gliding to the rack. Underneath Allen, trying to wrap it to Mobley, and they cough it up again, their 4th turnover. Halliburton, a little bit too cute, trying to go no look. Mobley, basket hanging, and the officials are going to get. Cavaliers, highest scoring team in the NBA postseason. They average 123, but trying to fight through some early offensive woes, and it is Strus dialing one up from deep.
And how good has Strus been all series long, really? Didn't shoot a great game 1, but he has been terrific since.
Badly needed basket for the Cavs. Neesmith trying to fend off Garland, and they got a piece. Officials letting him play through some physicality. Here comes DeAndre Hunter. First run of the lights the lid.
Example, we didn't see as much T.J. McConnell able to get into the deep of the defense, puts the Cavs in rotation, and a rhythm triple there for Turner.
So Indiana, 3 of their first 4 from downtown. This is Hunter elevating. The Cavs are 3 of 10 from the field, and they're 2 of 7 so far from deep. Halliburton probing, Toppin, corner 3, splash!
And this is the Cavs team we've seen most of the postseason. Their pace is up.
As Garland steps back, it's a long 2. And again, the Cavs 1 and done. How do they navigate a couple of minutes here with Donovan Mitchell on the bench? Benedict Mathurin, who's been just terrific so far in the series. Turner, 7 to shoot. McConnell chiseling his way into the paint. Misses the little flick. Turner against at the 4:32 mark of the quarter. And now John Gold. Been done for the night. Especially on the playoff stage. Man, this place was already charged up. This crowd is especially on edge. Here comes Hunter. Stops on a dime, elevates, left it short. Ben Shepherd and Thomas Bryant have checked into the game for the first time for the Pacers. Reset Halliburton on the attack. Slithers to the cup.
And that's an example of what makes the Pacers good. It's the pace to get it up, to create cross matches.
Mitchell, right down Broadway, hard hit. A little bit of contact, no whistle. Nembhard, beautiful fake. And it is all Pacers.
This game could not have started any better for Indiana.
So the drama. Download the NBA app today, powered by Microsoft. A rocky and raucous scene so far here in Indianapolis. Game 4, Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers, the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Bryant resets, gets it to Halliburton. Merrill chasing. Nembhard, 6 to shoot. Trying to turn the corner. Mobley, boy, that's what makes him so unique. First personal against Hunter, and now they're going to.
And as a player, you've got to understand.
Hero favoring Indiana.
And a big part of this is where they miss Garland's speed and ability to initiate offense. It really improves their shot quality dramatically when he's able to play his style.
Ty Jerome, little up.
Then we're going to knock down shots eventually.
Your team has dominated the boards through the first 3 games of this series. It's been a role reversal in this game. What needs to change?
Just being more aggressive on the boards, trying to box out our guys and just getting the ball at the end of the day.
Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Guys.
Kenny Atkinson trying to get this offense going.
Well, they've got to do a better job defensively and get out in transition. They have gotten nothing in the open floor. just to try to get their offense settled down. And they've got to try to, I think, get Mobley involved a little bit more as well.
Mobley calling his own number. No bad.
The Cavs to get anything easy here to start.
8th Cleveland turnover already as we play in the opening minute of the second quarter. Indiana built a 19-point lead early. Siakam fires and buries a corner three.
They are just playing with great confidence right now. 7 made threes. We talked about it. Game 1. This is kind of how they shot the ball.
Mobley tees one up, and the official saves
The home team.
this is a Cleveland team that had the second best offensive rating in NBA history this regular season. Highest scoring team so far in this postseason. But they have done everything they can handle from this Pacers defense. Shot clock down to 4. Siakam crosses over Wade, fires, and hits again.
And Siakam continuing to play well. Remember, he got those 2 early run-out layups. He has found his rhythm here for the Pacers. And then again, defensively, the Pacers right now, they've got the Cavs rattled.
Here comes Siakam, stops on a dime, and he's starting to cook. Near side to Shepard. They're going to reset McConnell. Still got plenty of time to shoot. Siakam, the top him!
As they are in complete control.
And GA, a lot of this has been Indiana's defense, but also just sloppy offense from the Cavaliers.
Definitely, that's
So an off-ball foul against Ben Shepard that puts Donovan
quarter. So there's a ton of time to get back in this game.
Max Strus squares up and fires. Garland trying to tap it out. Loose ball tracked down by Mitchell. As we hit the 9-minute mark in the second quarter, Garland against McConnell. And those are
this year. Offensively, wins. Defensively, they're a much improved team. They were 4th in the league in wins since the first of the year. Defensively, they've taken a major step as a group, and we've seen it throughout this series here.
Obi Toppin back to Shepard. Reset Siakam. 2 to shoot. Elevates. Well short. Nembhard taps it to the backcourt. The official said it was a deflection. So Indiana maintains position. Toppin! A magic trick!
And how about that acrobatic finish from Toppin? And again, it was an offensive rebound.
As you just said, the only thing going for Cleveland right now is how much time there is left in this game. As Mitchell cuts it now down to 21 points as we hit the 8-minute mark left in the half.
They've gone back. This time now, they're still in that 3-2, but they've been mixing it up a little bit.
Three-pointer from Shepard won't go. Loose ball clear by Strus. Strus will pull well short. And the Cavs are 3 of 12 from deep. McConnell!
Lineup, guys have been unsure, not as strong with the basketball, and the Pacers have taken advantage.
TJ McConnell!
Letting them know this Pacers team has been after it on the defensive side of the ball.
So the illegal screen against Mobley, his first personal. And boy, all the ways that TJ McConnell impacts the game off the bench. Shot clock at 6 as that's got Evan Mobley at the top. There's a challenge for an offense to deal with. Look at McConnell. He is picking them apart in his opening half.
And one of the other things that's happening, it's hard to play zone when you're not scoring or winning on the offensive glass. And it allows the Pacers again to kind of dictate from an offensive standpoint.
Dean Wade on the perimeter. Hunter, catch and shoot, well short. Wade rips it away from Turner. Hunter, again short. So we are almost to the midway point of the second quarter. Cleveland has 5 made field goals. McConnell, Turner the bobble, Garland rips. Neesmith. So far in this game. As Aaron, just consider what's at stake tonight as Cleveland down 3-1 in the series. Still so much time left, but hard to imagine a worse and more nightmare start to game 4 for the Cavs.
And the other issue is that the Cavs don't look like they're a very confident team right now.
Darius Garland for Cleveland, only their 4th 3 in 14 attempts. Obi Toppin back in the game for Rick Carlisle as we are past the midway point on,
and you don't want to take a chance where you literally take him out the game if he picks up a 4th. Part of the issue is, remember, he's getting cross-matched a lot. He's ended up with Toppin several times, and they've taken advantage of it.
Shot clock down to 1. Toppin fading. Tough shot. Also been inserted by Kenny Atkinson. With the Cavs playing in a 24-point hole here in game 4. Mitchell. Transition 3, too much. Long rebound, Merrill. Mitchell weaving his way through, goes glass, and he missed it. Donovan Mitchell is now 2 of 9 from the field. Turner punch. Games last year, they had that memorable surprise run to the conference finals. This team is not sneaking up on anyone anymore. Halliburton, Neesmith. Obi Toppin
Dictated and just dominated this Cavs offense.
Darius Garland still on the Cavs bench, picked up his 3rd personal. So now Donovan Mitchell with even more on his plate in terms of the storm break. Shot clock at 5. This is Okoro getting some first half run, working against Neesmith, reaches around with the scoop and he missed. That's the defense that has put Neesmith right in the center of Rick Carlisle's rotations. There's Turner on the box, taking a little bump, and a rebound by Mobley. Evan Mobley, just not much of a role. He's only taken 3 shots, GA, at this end of the floor for Cleveland.
They've not been patient offensively, the Cavs, to really as well.
Just crazy to think the Cavs, with 4 minutes left in the half, have 6 made baskets so far. And the officials get a... For the wild pendulum swings of a 7-game playoff series in the NBA, just amazing to watch. What a difference a couple of nights makes for these 2 teams. Evan Mobley up the floor. Now going to reset as we are inside of 4 minutes left. Mitchell pulls up and hits.
That was a welcome sight for the Cavs, who have really struggled, really the entire series from 3.
Mitchell finally breaking through. His 3-point slump the other night was 5 of 13. We can get the complete NBA schedule with 3 personals.
This is such a huge lead, and on the road, you don't want to allow the Pacers, if you're the Cavs, to extend this lead. You got to figure out a way to get this under 20 here before the half.